Alright, thank you so much for coming back to my channel. The first beginning is music because I have a toddler. But as you can see, I'm using the Clinique Moisture Surge Moisturizer all over my face. If you do not know, I do have dermatitis. So that's why you see all the redness and stuff on my face and discoloration. Next, I'm just going to take a spoolie and brush through my brows to get them in the shape that I want them to be in. And I'm going to be using MAC's Spiked Brow Pencil to carve out my brows a little bit. I don't overdraw them. I just go in the way that they're shaped. My eyebrows do grow up like a villain, but gotta use what you got. So I just really mainly focus on the tail because I don't have one naturally, and just do hair-like strokes throughout. Sometimes I do follow up with a brow gel, but this time I'm just going to use the pencil and the spoolie to distribute all of the color. Hey you guys, let's get started. I've already done my eyebrows that you probably have already seen, and I am using the MAC Spiked pencil and a Morphe brush to even it out a little bit. This is just my base of my eyebrows. I do go in with the eyebrow gel at the end just to fill it out. But what we're here today is to talk about the side effects of gastric bypass that I have experienced. If you have not watched any of my other videos about leading up to this surgery, I really am not a 3 meals a day person. I never have been. I always eat one big old meal that probably wasn't nutritious or anything and just eat just to satisfy my body's hunger. So I don't really have a hunger cue. So I felt like this was going to be a little bit hard. It's going to teach me to eat 3 times a day with snacks and have a balanced diet as well. And also keep me from eating things that are not nutritious. And that's exactly what this surgery has been doing. It is 3 months since I had the gastric bypass. I had complications after surgery due to my lungs, which I've always had a problem with anyway. I wasn't using 100% of my lung capacity, just the bottom 30% that was pushed down by my stomach pulling is why I had breathing issues. And also I have sleep apnea, so I sleep with a CPAP now. But the only thing I'm frustrated with is every time I try to actually eat food instead of a protein bar or a protein shake, it doesn't agree with me. Even if it's something bland like just chicken breast. My pouch that I have, I can only take 3 to 4 bites, which is fine. So I just order from the kids menu if I go out to eat with someone. But at home, I have a routine of protein coffee or protein shake. Then for lunch, I have a protein bar or a protein hydration drink. In between these times, I'm drinking water throughout. And then I reserve dinner for actual food, like a seafood or a chicken is my protein. And that's it. So far I've lost 50 something pounds. I'm not sure what 50 it is, but I know it's exactly 50 right now, which is fine for me in 3 months. My highest weight that I ever was 417. I am now 350 something, 52, like that. So I have, my next goal is to be 300, which is 50 more pounds. I'm hoping to be 300 by my birthday, which is December the 1st. I think that's completely tangible. I've been incorporating HIIT workouts, 15-minute HIIT workouts. That's it. I do 15 minutes, 3 days in a row, rest, 3 days in a row, rest. I do weights on a vibration plate during my breaks at lunch and lunch at work. So that's all I've been doing. I haven't been doing anything strenuous. It's completely hot. I live in the Mid-South and it's hot. So let's get back into the makeup. Like I said, I've already done my eyebrows and now I'm going to arch them out just a little bit. I'm going to be using Bobbi Brown's Warm Honey as my base because I don't know where my golden is. So let's arch these eyebrows. So let's see. Like so. All right, so next we're gonna do is 2 Bobbi Brown shades. I already have the first shade on already on my list to set the cream concealer, and that is Toast. And then next we're gonna put Camel. This is my favorite, as you can see. So this is going to be my blending color for the eyeshadow that I'm about to put on. So next I'm going to put on a eyeshadow, and my eyeshadow of choice is going to be this Danessa Myricks Infinite Chrome Flakes. It's very pretty. I'm gonna show you guys. It's beautiful. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna dip my finger in it. Because it is a jelly consistency. Like so. And then I'm going to take a darker shade just in the inner corners. This is from Morphe. This is the Bronzer and Showmance. I'm using that darker side right here. And just a little bit on the outer corners. Of my eye. And I'm going to go back with my transition color, which is Camel. And this dries hard. See? Because I have a folded lid. I like to, you know, like taunt it a little bit so it can dry. But my so far favorite shakes to take and what I put in my protein coffees is Premier Protein. It has the best flavors to me. I've tried Fairlife, I've tried Boost and Ensure, and Pure Protein from, it's a brand I saw in Kroger, and I don't like them. Premier Protein is the best taste to me. So I have the cafe mocha flavor, the strawberry, the bananas and cream, and the vanilla. And I do have a chocolate just in case. I just don't like the chocolate as much. But those are my stocked up protein shakes. I also have protein bars. The two favorite ones would be the Built bars that everybody likes, but it has a little bit more sugar than I would like. And then there's the Barbell, which is fantastic. I love those. But I stick with the Built bars because they have less calories. The Barbells has enough calories to be considered a meal, so I kind of slack up on those. Water, I can drink water fine. I don't have to add anything to my water, but when I just want a little taste of flavor, I do go to the Protein 2O hydration drink. They gave that to me in the hospital, so I went and looked that up. And my favorite flavor so far is the dragon fruit blackberry flavor that they have. It's delicious. But yeah, the other side effect that I don't think everybody goes through with gastric is the mental. My mental has went down a lot, and it's because of other outside things as well, on top of me going through a whole body transformation. Like, this surgery messes with your internal system, so of course your body's going to react to that. As you can see, my hair has started to thin around my edges. Even though I make sure I get at least 60, I think I just need to go ahead and just bump up my protein to stop that. But I do take vitamins for collagen and all that other stuff to help with this, so it's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. But you know, I think this is more towards the stress part. Next, we're going to do is eyelashes. I got these off of Amazon, and I think I'm going to cut these because these are a little long. I think I'm going to cut these. So I'm going to put these on. I'm going to be using the Kiss Lash Adhesive. All right, so Gonna use this e.l.f. Towel Grip Primer. And let that set in. I don't really put it all over my face because I like when my actual skin's oils seep through. I really don't have an oily face in the first place. And the first thing I'm going to put on is the Yummy Skin Universal. Just right here. Around the side of my nose. And right here. And next, I'm going to mix two colors from the Skin Tint. Give me 1 second. So I'm using these two, the Yummy Skin Tint, in a 12 and 11. And I just mixed them together. And just put it on like so. And next we're gonna put on some concealer. I'm using the LA Girl Pro in Fawn, and this is a Gucci one in medium. I only use a really light spot of it. So I just right there. The only thing I can say about gastric that is irritating is you have to be on your stomach's time. Like, you will feel when you need to refuel. You will feel when you ate something you shouldn't have. And I have to be careful with that because for some reason now I have a sweet tooth. And sweets go down really easy for me, which is so weird. I've never been a sweet person until now. I've always liked savory. So, yeah. So I'm going to blend that in. And like so. And I'm gonna take a little bit of this Gucci color. Just to brighten up. Parts of my face. That I want to brighten up. If you guys can, give me some tips of some recipes or some other content creators who have recipes, whether it's on TikTok or on YouTube. Because I'm running out of ideas. Now, keep in mind, the only protein meats that I eat are chicken and seafood. Yeah, my stomach doesn't like beef. So, yeah. Next, I'm going to take this Viscera. This is a concealer, a radiant concealer in, I don't know the name of the color. It's not on here anymore. Well, it's a dark color of it. I'm using this as my contour. Right here. And I just follow my bone structure. Like so. I just wiggle it around it. I kind of widen my nose because I have a small nose anyway. So I don't really, you know, do all that slimming of my nose. Then once I do that, I'm going to set it with a powder. The powder I am going to be using is the RCMA powder, the clear, and the Bobbi Brown Deep bronzer. And I just push it into my hairline and my jawline. Like so. That is all I am doing. And I'm gonna take one of these puffs and just go crazy. I'm gonna take this big old Real Techniques brush right here and the bronzer. Get that excess off. And I just do like so into my hairline. Like so. I leave my nose alone because I don't want it to look too stark. Then I'll wipe away the light color powder under my eyes with this peach press powder. Let me find another brush because that brush is about to give me the blues. All right, I'm gonna use this one. This is an angled brush from the Flower line. I think this is Drew Barrymore's cosmetic line. And I'm just gonna wipe it away. Okay. Then for blush and highlighter, I'm going to be using NARS's, not this one, NARS's Taj Mahal. And MAC's Pigment in Melon for the highlight. So I'm going to use one of these e.l.f. tapered brushes. And just do that. And it only takes a little bit of this pigment to do what I need to do. So. I just put it on the tip and my cuticle, like so. And to finish up setting the face, I'm going to do the Dewy Setting Spray from e.l.f. and the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Spray. think I need to clean it off. And for my lips, I'm going to be doing the Juvia's Place liner in Coffee Bean and the MAC lipstick in Flesh Pot. And I'm just gonna top it off with a clear gloss. I'm not gonna do too much. And this is the mascara I'm gonna use once my face dries. If you have any questions or you like these type of videos where I get ready and just talk about things, just put the questions you want, and then the next video you see from me will be a Q&A. Get ready with me. I'm just trying out something new with the channel since I'm in that little transition period after having the surgery, trying to learn about myself all over again. So yeah, let me know. So yeah, this is pretty much the finished look. I'm going to do my hair, and yeah, that's it. So if you have any questions, please let me know. Thank you for watching.